everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Saints.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Wentz now on first down. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on 2nd down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, here it is.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll have another first down and more. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line. First and goal from the 1 as they looked. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And out now come the Eagles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. is going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is knocked down from the side at the 22-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. West rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
How about this offense? Already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive. They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
To throw on 3rd down. West. Flushed out right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right around the 31. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Wentz now on 1st down. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wins to throw on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. To throw from his end zone. West. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Off play action. West. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here we go now. Boom, Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, West. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Back to throw. West. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
10 yards still left on second down. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on third down. West. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Let's go! 3-19! Over! Leopard!
Looking to throw. West. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Escaping the pressure right. Room here to run. There he goes inside the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake. West steps away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Off play action. West eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And we'll see what he can do on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles take possession. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And complete into the arms of LaFell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, Forbath for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. West flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Again, here's Blunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached... Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Off the play fake. West. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, West. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And take it right at the 35. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz over the middle. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now.
Off play action. West. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Second down following the incompletion. Off the play fake. West. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Green, 30.
Off play action. West. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, West. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. In motion right is Thomas. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Wentz going to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Blount loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, West escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Off the play fake. West. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll begin here with Blount. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down. To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Wentz will keep it. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat.
Here we go.
They run with Pumphrey. Oh, able to avoid him. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he's got room. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. A swing pass caught. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LeGarrette Blunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Forbath to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Butler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Operating from the gun, West. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get it.